Ah, the great outdoors. This is majestic Yosemite, one of the crown jewels of the national park system, where people can find solitude and natural beauty and escape the bustle of daily life. There's just one problem. Millions of other people in search of exactly the same thing. America's national parks are packed this year, part of the great migration of tourists. And park officials are struggling to find ways to manage the crowds and keep visitors happy.
We didn't realize that we were going to see folks in bathing suits, tubing, and people walking through meadows, and people walking along the side of the highway. We thought it was just going to be this sort of a little quiet thing with lodges and squirrels and deer.
Instead, visitors are finding epic lines, packed shuttle buses, overflowing campgrounds, and snarled traffic.
It's 95 degrees. They need to find a place to park so they can go have a good time, or they've been having a great time, then they have to get out of the park and it's crowded and it's slow, and so, people get frustrated.
Shuttles have been so busy this summer, they often can't pick up all the passengers waiting at a stop.
When it gets bad is when the buses get so full, we have to pass, leave people at a bus stop. And then when people get passed by full buses, like 2 or 3 buses, and the tempers start to flare, that's when it becomes a problem.
My wife and my daughter came up, they go, we're going to take the bus over, ringing to ride our bikes. And it was just like one bus came and it was so crowded, you got to wait for the next bus. Then they're just crammed in there like sardines.
A record-breaking 4.1 million people visited Yosemite last year, and the park is expecting an additional 500,000 visitors in 2016.
We had the best winter in 5 years, and so we have, big waterfalls, low gas prices. People are traveling. So, Americans are out out on the road and visiting their parks.
Some parks are considering a cap on the number of visitors allowed. Yosemite officials hope to add more parking and alter traffic patterns to cut down on the gridlock. But even that may not be enough to cope with the biggest national parks challenge of all, the smartphone.
We got Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, and so when people go on vacation, they're sending back these waterfall pictures. People, I gotta go see it while there's water there.